Hi everyone. Today we are starting the second part of the lesson 2, that is measurements, okay, of 8th standard mathematics, okay. Combined shapes, right? This is where we stopped in the last class. So in our day-to-day life, we use infinitely many things with shapes like circle, triangle, square, rectangle, rhombus, okay, don't we? We use them separately as well as with two or three or more shapes combined together as shown in the following figures. See here, see this is a rectangle, on top of it it is a semicircle, okay, this part is semicircle. Here also it may be a square, rectangle, not square, rectangle, and this is triangle, okay. And here it is, see the semicircles, four semicircles, and in between it appears like a square, right? Okay, this is a rectangle and this is a rectangle, okay. So glass window, model house, invitation card, locker are few of the examples. You can find many more in your day-to-day life if you observe closely. So what do we observe from the following figures? The shape of glass window is like a semicircle, that is what I told you now, just now, placed over a rectangle, whereas the front facing wall of a model house looks like a triangle or a square, this one, okay. Likewise, list the shapes used to make an invitation card and a locker. This is invitation card and this one is locker. Thus two or more plane figures joined with the sides of same measure give rise to combined shapes, okay. One of the sides is common, right, here in the, for the rectangle and for the triangle, okay. Perimeter of combined shapes. The perimeter of a combined shape is sum of the all lengths of the sides that form a closed boundary. If you observe this figure, this part will not come in, will not count in the perimeter. Why? Because this is not in the boundary. So this part, this part, this part, this part, and this part. Okay, like that. Let's say the square has a side of A units. Okay, and the equilateral side of triangle of side A units. Then 1 2 3, yeah, this is 3, this is 2, 5a is the perimeter, okay. It's not 7a as we anticipated, okay. Area of combined shapes. To find the area of the combined shape, split the combined shape into simpler shapes and find the area separately and add them up. Area won't go anywhere, okay. That is, the area of combined shape is nothing but the sum of all the areas of the simplest shapes in it. To find the area of the figure 2.20, so this figure, find the area of the equilateral triangle separately and square separately and add them up. The combined shapes that we come across mostly in our day-to-day life are irregular polygons. To find the area of the given irregular polygon, we must identify the simple shapes in it, okay, and find their area separately and add them up, okay. For example, an irregular polygon of figure 2.2 can below be split into known simpler shapes and as under, and then its area can be found like this, okay. This is a triangle, this one is one more triangle, this is one more triangle, this one is one more triangle, and this is a rectangle, okay. So we need to find the area of four triangles and one rectangle to find the area of that irregular polygon, and it is very difficult to find the area of the irregular polygon if you haven't divided in a shape where you can easily apply a formula, regular shape, okay. So number of sides and the name of the polygon: three sides triangle, four sides quadrilateral, five sides pentagon, six side hexagon, seven side heptagon, eight sides octagon, nine sides nonagon, 10 sides decagon. If all sides and all angles of a polygon are equal, then it is called regular polygon, okay. Example: equilateral triangle, square. Other polygons are irregular polygons. Okay, right. Rectangle. All sides of a rhombus are equal. Is it a regular polygon? What is the definition? If all sides and all angles of a polygon are equal, then it is called regular. All angles are not equal, right, in a rhombus. So that's why it is not a regular polygon. The formula to find the area and perimeter of some plane figures learnt in the earlier class are tabulated below. And it will be helpful to find the area and perimeter. Okay, right. Half base into height is the area of the triangle. So equilateral triangle, how much it will be? Yeah, base is a. So height is how much? Root 3 by 2a. So root 3 by 4 into a square. Sum is 3a. How we got root 3 by 2 into a as height? See here, equilateral triangle makes equal angle at each corner, 60, 60, 60. Okay. Then this is a right angle triangle. Okay. No, we reduced the formula in lesson 1, right? Let's use it directly. This is not new to us. Okay. Quadrilateral half d into h1 plus h2. Okay. What is d? D is diagonal. And what is h? h1 is height measured from one corner, h2 is the height measured from the another corner to the diagonal. Okay. Where they are perpendicular to the diagonals. That is important. h1 is perpendicular to diagonal, h2 is also perpendicular to the diagonal. Okay. So what we essentially did was we made it a triangle, and we actually divided this into two triangles. Okay, half base into height is the formula, right? So half base is d, height is h1 for this triangle ADC, and for this triangle ACB is height is h2. Okay, so half d into h1 plus h2 becomes the total area. Okay, parallelogram b into h. Okay, I'm not talking about perimeter as of now. Why? Because that is pretty simple, right? You add four sides, you will get perimeter. Okay. Rectangle, length into breadth. Okay. Trapezium, half h into a plus b. So trapezium is half h into a plus b. Okay. Rhombus, half d1 into d2, where d1 d2 are the diagonals. Okay. Square a square. Okay. Find the perimeter of the perimeter and area of the given figure 2.23. Where is the figure? Let's find the figure first. Yeah, this is the figure. Oh, it looked like a symbol. Okay. See, if you observe carefully, what it has is one square inside, and this is a circle, but it's not a semicircle. Okay, a circle divided into uh, one fourth of a circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 combinedly makes a complete circle. And what is this? This is radius of the circle. Okay, then what we should do first is um, perimeter. First we will find the perimeter. See, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. What are these 1 and 2? I'm just naming them 1 and 2. This one part has equal why am I naming 1 to all curvy parts? Because they are equal in perimeter. Okay, and the straight lines are also equal in a perimeter. So these straight lines add up to 4 into 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 3.5 is how much? 14. 14 cm is the straight line part. Okay, second part. First part is circular part, right? Circular, you already know, 2 pi r is the perimeter. R is 3.5 anyway. 2 into r, 2.2 into 3.5 is 7, so 22. 22 plus 14 is how much? 22 plus 14 is 36. 36 cm is the perimeter. Okay, so 36 cm. Okay, we got the answer, right? Let's see the area. How to find? This is rectangle, that is square. Square is pi r square. Okay, right? Square, sorry, circle is pi r square. Square is 3.5 into 3.5. That's it. Pi r square is 22 by 7 into r square. R is 3.5 into 3.5. So if you take 3.5 square common in both the cases, what you will get? 29 by 27 into 3.5 square is the area. Okay, so 3.5, this one, total is this. Okay, so let's see one more example. Nishant has a keychain which is in the form of equilateral triangle and a semicircle attached to it. This is equilateral triangle and a semicircle is attached to the bottom, attached to a square side of 5 cm. Find its area. Okay, right. Equilateral triangle area only is asking, right? So equilateral triangle area is, see this, root 3 by 2 times a. So root 3 by 2 times a is 5. So root 3 by 2 times, oh, area of the circle is half pi r square. Okay, where r is 2.5 cm. Okay, and area of this is square, so 5 into 5, 25 cm square. Area of equilateral triangle, root 3 by 4 a square, right? Where is this? Yeah, root 3 by 4 a square. So root 3 by 4 into a is 5 square. So use the formula, simple formulas, you will get the answer. There is nothing much there to solve. A threefold invitation card is given with measures as in figure. Okay, find its area. Oh, okay. First part, second part, third part. First part is what? A triangle is missing to a rectangle. Okay, that is first part. Okay, can we extend that line? Is that possible? If we extend this line, okay, and draw something over it, then only you will get to know whether this is feasible or not. Oh, come. Shit. Okay. Why the arrow is coming? We don't want arrow. Okay. This is fine. Reduce the size up to here, and this also reduce up to here. Okay. So total part is a rectangle now. Yes, rectangle now. So if you uh, remove a triangle from a rectangle, you will get that area, right? So what you know is this side is 16. Okay. Right, this side is 16 and this side is uh, 16 minus 5, how much? 11. Okay, 16, 11. Half base into height. Base is 11. Okay, height is 16. So half base into height is the area of the triangle. So half into 11 into 16. Okay, so 88. 88 cm square is the area of the triangle, that you have to subtract from the area of the rectangle, 16 into 24. Okay, so remove 16 into, sorry, you have to calculate first 16 into 24, how much it is? 384. Okay, and then you have to subtract 88 88 from 384. 296 cm square is the answer. Okay, we got the answer, right? Okay, this is where this is the formula I used. The second method I used. The first method, this method appears more simpler, that's why I used this method. Okay, one more example. You can see Sinu wants to buy a floor mat for his kitchen at home as given in figure 2.27. If the cost of the mat is 20 per square foot, what will be the cost of the entire mat? Okay, 2 feet this side. Okay. Total is so this is 2 feet. Okay, so 9 minus 2 is 4. Sorry, 9 minus 2 is 7. So 7 into 2 is 14. 14 into 2 is 28. 28 uh, feet square. Okay, square foot. 28 into 20 is 560 is the answer. Okay, you got the point. Oh, he went in the other way around. What I did was I took like this. I drew a line like this. So 7 into 14 is this area. So you have to subtract 2 feet, right, from 9 feet. So this is 7 into 2. So 7 into 2 into 2 is the area. Okay, area is came out to be 28. So 28 into 20 is the answer. Okay. Oh, there are so many examples given in this topic, but really interesting topic, right? Isn't it? In the above example, split the given mat into two trapeziums and verify your answer. That also you can do. Find the area of the shaded region in the square of side 10 cm as given in the figure. Okay. Find the area of the shaded region. You have to find the area of the shaded region. Okay. Okay. Square side is 10. Okay. Okay, that is the idea. In the area of the square, if you remove these two semicircles, okay, you'll get the area of 1 and 3. What is the area of 1 and 3? A square minus semicircle area is two semicircles is circular area pi r square, where r is what, half of the side 5. Okay, so you got this. Okay, similarly remove these two semicircles, you'll get 2 and 4. They will be same, right? Because the diameter is same, they will be equal. So area of the unshaded region is sum of these two. So this is the 42.86 unshaded part. Now you want area of shaded part. Remove the unshaded part from the square area, that is a square 100 cm square minus 42.86. So this is the answer. So what is this? This is perhaps the exercise. No, the area of the unshaded regions in each of the squares of side A units are the same in the cases given below. Oh, okay, right, right. That is correct. Everywhere you inserted only one circle, right? So this is correct. If the biggest circle is cut from a square of side A units, then the remaining area in the square is approximately 3 by 14 A square. The area of the biggest circle cut out from the square A units 11 by 4, 11 by 14 A square. Okay. In the given figure, pi is 22 by 7. The area of the unshaded part of the square is A units, approximately 3 by 7 A square, and the shaded part is approximately 4 by 7 A square. You need not to remember these formulas. You can derive them if you want. No problem. Okay. So we'll postpone the discussion maybe. So let's solve this problem, and then exercise part we will postpone to the next topic. Sorry, next part. Find the area of the irregular polygon field whose measures are given figure. Okay. Yeah, this is one triangle. This is another triangle. This is one triangle. This is another triangle. So this is now marked as 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 4. This is 5. And this 2 is what? Trapezium. Okay. So triangle of base into height. The simply you will calculate trapezium of h into a plus b of h is 8 plus 5 13, a plus b is 6 plus 4. Okay. Triangle again you will simply calculate all the triangles and add them up, you will get the answer. So we'll postpone the discussion to the next part from exercise 2.2. Nandri Vanak. See how beautiful this nature is. You also start planting the trees. Let us bring a new change in our society. Let us plant the trees and let others plant the trees. Let's take this pledge seriously from now. Thank you.